Hello and welcome back to another unboxing video. I am your host Joel. I am one half of the Newlydeads, and if you're wondering who the Newlydeads are, simply go to thenewlydeads.com and check it out. You'll find all the information about the blogs that we write, the upcoming events that we're at. My wife and I are both artists, so you can check that out. Also, you can find a link to our YouTube page where we have snack videos, other unboxing content. Follow us around, and we have a TV show called Dollar Store Drive-In, which I'm currently in the process of releasing all of the old episodes to the YouTube channel, which currently the new episodes are streaming on 4 different networks. I'll put all the information up here for you to check out those networks. And the show itself is basically we find a movie at places like Dollar Tree, Goodwill, Salvation Army. Sometimes they're sent to us. We watch it and then we review it for you. And I put in a lot of images and sound effects and things like that and try and make it entertaining. But that is about to come up on its 100th episode, so we got a big thing planned for that. Don't know when this video is going to air, so we may or may not have already done that, but you can feel free to go to our Facebook page and you can find out when that is, if it's something that hasn't happened yet. Also, on our Facebook page, feel free to contact us through Messenger, or you can reach out to us at contact@thenewlydeads.com, and we would be happy to talk to you about whatever. So for this episode, I've only got one thing to show you. Technically 3, but it's only one release that I got from Severin Films. Now, let me preface this. I refer to this as the Newlydeads After Dark. So I am a big Ed Wood fan. I love the 1994 Tim Burton film. I unironically have watched the majority of his non-adult themed films and just find something very charming about his work. He was an interesting fellow. I've read books, I've seen documentaries, I'm a fan. So anytime that there's something that's released for him, I try and pick it up. And luckily things are starting to find their way to Blu-ray now. And I keep hoping there's going to be a box set at some point, but it hasn't happened. So Severin released something called the Angora Raincoat Bundle, which is just a funny way of saying, since Ed Wood was notoriously into Angora sweaters. And it's kind of an adult themed collection of films, so hence the raincoat. If you know, you know. But anyway, one of the things that they sent with that is an enamel pin. Put that up there so you can see that, of Mr. Wood himself. They released these with some of their stuff that they put out. It's a fun little thing. I don't really have a place specifically to put the pins, but I like to keep them as part of my collection. The other thing that they released here, which may scoot ahead of my notes, is a book for The Only House from 1972. So this is the original version of, I believe, one of the films that's in here, and I don't know which came first, the book or the movie, but I want to say that the movie actually probably came first and then the book, but I could be wrong. So the basic plot of the book, which is 152 pages, written by Ed Wood, The Only House follows the central plot and characters of Ed Wood's adult feature, Necromania, A Tale of Weird Love. See, it was in my notes if I just would have read ahead. With jaw-dropping detours into additional sordid scenarios, it's a literary odyssey of the mind, a feverish melodrama, pink Angora sweaters, and perversely delectable filth that could only come from the mind of Edward D. Wood Jr. That was hard words again. Ooh, hard words. I gave away the title of the thing I'm about to show you. But this, there's no pictures or anything, so I can't, you're not gonna see anything that you shouldn't. But it's a real book, and I love to read, so I'm looking forward to giving this a shot. And plus, it's got a nice feel to it. It's a very matte, kind of soft edition. So that was part of the bundle. Now, the main thing that was released is called, I'm just going to be real careful here because I don't know that there's anything too bad, but just in case, is called Hardwood. The Adult Features of Ed Wood. Now, this is not a complete collection because if you go to his filmography, he's done a lot of films outside of the ones that you know, like Plan 9 from Outer Space, Glen or Glenda, etc. On the back here, we've got special features as well as information about the film. So, the first film on here, Necromania, what I already mentioned, is from 1971. So for this film, a couple oh, I see. My notes, I had to write them out because I ran out of ink, remember? No, I told you that on my last video. So the basic plot of this, a couple in which the husband has problems with ED visit a necromancer and things happen. This is directed by Ed Wood, who you may know from Plan 9 from Outer Space, Bride of the Monster, and the stars Renee Bond, who was in the Jekyll and Hyde Portfolio, which is a notorious film if you are a fan of, certain types of cinema, drive-in stuff. You probably heard of it. As well as Invasion of the B-Girls, which is not an adult-themed title, but one that is, just kind of a classic B movie. So a little bit of trivia. This film was found after 15 years of detective work. It was made for about $7,000 in 3 days, and all the copies went missing as soon as it was finished. So there you go. The second film on here is The Young Marrieds from 1972. So this one I can actually read. Plot of the macho husband wanting to loosen up his frigid wife, and quote, the husband becomes increasingly caught up in his own uptightness while his wife proves herself to be more open in ways he either doesn't know about or can't deal with. This is again directed by Ed Wood, who's known for Glen or Glenda, Night of the Ghouls. Stars Dick Burns, who is listed as Lewis Wolfe, who was in Affair in the Air, and Please Don't Eat My Mother! Exclamation point. A little bit of trivia on this. This was considered a lost movie until an entire print was discovered in the stock of 16mm films from the Venus Theatre in Vancouver, British Columbia in 2004. It was also Ed Wood's final movie as writer and director. The final film on this collection, aside from some loops that are on here and some other special features, is Shotgun Wedding from 1963. While Rafe Ankers longs to marry the daughter of his father's sworn enemy, his father is being pressured into marriage by a sexy, shady gold digger closer to Rafe's age. So again, directed by Ed Wood, who's known for Jailbait and The Sinister Urge, which I think I've covered most of the big stuff for him. The stars Buzz Martin, who was in PT 109, and lots and lots of TV. So a little bit of trivia. This was the final film for both Jenny Maxwell and Nan Peterson. And I'm going to take a look here off and see. I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. So you've got, whoop, that has come loose. Not good. All right, well, you've got each of the discs there, nothing risque on there with them. And so, it's good to have this as part of the collection. He's not the first that did that. Ray Dennis Steckler is another one that's got that in his collection. Herschel Gordon Lewis did a lot of, the nudie cutie stuff. This is a bit further down the road than that. But, if you're a collector, you got to have everything. So there you go. Real nice, Clark. That is it. So thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm Joel. I'm one half of the Newlydeads. And don't forget that tomorrow is not guaranteed, so please remember to unbox your heart. See you next time.